All right, are we actually going live? All right, Jax West from Stephen Avery Project, MAM Gossip, Justice with Jax. We are here at Waupun Correctional. We are here to show our support for Stephen Avery. This is something that came out of, I was up in Manitowoc about a month ago, and I met with Kim Ducat and Court Skinner, and they had talked about wanting to do a rally. So we threw this one together. And we're here in a global pandemic. So we've got some people who are standing here in the shade, and then we have people that are walking the block. And we've had a lot of people drive past doing thumbs up and honking their horns. We had 2 different press outlets were here talking with people. That's why we're a little late on this live. I'll show you. So when you come visit, this is the door you go in for visits, which you can't currently. So when you come for visits, you would go through this gate, and then you walk in that door there. That's where you get checked in. And so then these rooms to the right on the first floor here, this is the visitors room. But all visits are terminated during COVID. We have talked to a couple of the different corrections officers. They said that where Stephen is in the prison, they said he wouldn't be able to see anybody here, nor they said maybe if we yell loud enough, you'd be able to hear. But so I'm just walking along here. We have some people who have been walking the block around the prison, but you really can't see anything. Oh, I can show you. Here's where cars are decorated. So, free Stephen, free Brendan. Guessing is not confessing. Free the wrongfully convicted. Free Stephen Avery. Arrest Kratz. Free Stephen and Brendan. Oh, I love the green and the pink. That's pretty. So, more of the prison. Hello. Welcome. Yeah. We're live on Stephen Avery Project. We've got police that are on the corners. Police have been really nice. I'm just taking you on a tour around the prison right now. So for those who have not been to the prison ever, so you can get a look and I get some steps in. As I said earlier, we don't have a whole lot of people here. Oh, there goes somebody driving around. Woohoo! Which we knew was going to be the case in not having a long time to plan this during a global pandemic. Hopefully there will not be a need to do another one, that Stephen will go free. But if that is not to be the case, and our judicial system, there's the beautiful Phoenix on the back of her car. If that is not the case, we will do this the last Saturday of July for next year. So make your plans now. And if anybody is asking me any questions currently, I can't see my screen out here in the sun. It is 88 degrees and humid. There you can see the guard up in the guard tower. So you're stuck on this walk around the block with me now, looking at the prison. And with them being on COVID lockdown, they're not able to go out in the yard either. So it's not like, you know, they'd be outside and we'd be able to, you know, yell things over the wall that they could hear. So, and so we're here until 4 p.m. It is currently 2:42 p.m. So we're here until 4. And then we're going to drive to Oshkosh, where Brendan is. Brendan's prison doesn't have like a sidewalk and all this stuff for us to be out. So we're not sure if we're just going to be driving around at Oshkosh or if we'll just drive around on the road there. But and that's about a 40-minute drive from here. So I will be ending this. You're gonna be with me this whole walk around the prison, and then I'll show you some more of the people, and then we'll end this video. And I won't video again until we are at Oshkosh, and so I can take you around Oshkosh. So there were 2 press outlets that have been here so far. And the one that was talking to me, he was asking me, well, then who did it? If Stephen's innocent, well, then who did it? So that's not my job. That's not the purpose. Well, I have my theory, which my theory is also based in fact. I follow the evidence. The evidence shows that Stephen is innocent. And we've got 2 more cops on this block. That Stephen is innocent because it's clear the evidence that they prosecuted him on were planted. And they did not use Brendan's coerced confession in Stephen's trial. So you don't even have that. Then you've got Stephen and Brendan are both convicted for the same girl missing, but totally different scenarios. There she goes again. And now my umbrella just popped the other way because the wind's so strong. Let me pop my umbrella back. If I can with one hand. I can't. So we'll just walk with my umbrella going the wrong way. Oh my God, that's funny. So the evidence points to Stephen's innocence. It's not my job to show beyond a shadow of a doubt what really happened. That's the state's job to do. And they did not meet that burden. Don't tell me that, oh, he was convicted by a jury of his peers. The jury was rigged from the get-go. Because why is Carl Wardman on that jury? Google Carl Wardman, Manitowoc Sheriff's Department. Why is a Manitowoc Sheriff's Department community service officer on his trial? On his jury? Why is Carl Wardman there? And Carl Wardman isn't just a community service officer. His son was a Manitowoc County Sheriff. So when you look at that picture on Kathleen Zellner's page for Stephen Avery, where you see Stephen in the orange jumpsuit, and there's a female deputy on his right and a male on his left. If you look at his name tag, it's Wardman. So it's Carl Wardman's son. How is that guy on Stephen's jury? So the best he could have gotten was a hung jury. There's no way he could have gotten not guilty. I'm trying to flip my umbrella back because it's very sunny here. Huzzah. Now it'll probably just flip back out though. So they did not meet the burden. They fixed it. I asked Jerry Buting, why would you allow Carl, oh, here comes the sign. Woo, woo, woo! So I asked Buting, why would you have Wardman on his jury? And he said that jury was so stacked and they're only allowed X amount of strikes. And he said, believe it or not, there were people who were even worse. So the jury, and trust me, I keep saying trust me. You don't need to trust me. Nobody knows me. You don't have to trust me. I'm not a conspiracy theory person. But there was just no way Stephen was getting a fair trial. It's just not possible. When you're planting evidence, you're stacking the jury, and this is all to get out of, in my opinion, the $36 million lawsuit that had just started for his wrongful incarceration for the Penny Bernstein attack. So we're still walking along a big concrete wall. As you can see, we're at this corner over here. This prison is just in normal neighborhood. And sorry for anybody asking questions. As I said earlier, with how bright it is here, I can't see my screen. It's just blacked out. Can I walk this way? There's a cop down at that corner. So, walking along this way. I'm a big sweaty mess. It's like 87 degrees and humid here. So this isn't probably what you expected of a video of the rally, that I'm giving you a little tour of the prison, but why not? See, so you've got prison this side, people's backyards on this side. That's how close it is. So we're just walking around. Later tonight, we're scheduled to go live from the hotel that we're at, but that live will be in our subgroup MAM Gossip. The live we're going to do at Oshkosh will be here on Stephen Avery Project to show you guys Brendan's prison. We had like 9 people who came up last night. So we had dinner together and socialized a bit. And then this morning we all met for breakfast and we decorated cars until we left to come here. This is about a 20-minute drive from the hotel that we're staying at in Fond du Lac. Ooh, can I kind of see people's comments? How many people managed to turn up in person? There's probably only like a dozen, 12 to 20 people here. I don't know. I was talking to people for a while, so I wasn't seeing everybody that arrived or the people that are driving around in their cars. And now I've been walking around the prison. So it's not a whole lot. And I know this is going to be fodder for guilters to say, see, this shows that Stephen doesn't have any support. But we know that not to be true. There are so many people who commented that, they're just not able to come here. They don't live here, or COVID. and they wish they could be here. So we know the support is there for Stephen. They just couldn't come out today. Somebody was just telling me that somebody was saying to them, oh my God, why would you waste your Saturday on somebody you don't even know? So that's a thing that lots of people deal with, of why would you be there? So, but this is Kim and Court wanted to show their support for the guys. So that is why we are here today. And we will come back next year if there has to be a next year. And we'll be able to plan more than 3 weeks ahead. So, all right, I'm about to come around this last corner here. So I'll be on the street that the people are standing on. People have been standing on this side because this is the side you go into when you go on visits. And also, the only thing this big stupid wall was good for is it's been providing us with shade. So on this hot day that doing this walk around the block, I am now a sweaty mess. We have not seen any guilters. So there's been no pushback here. There's been the cars that drive past have been mostly positive. I haven't seen anything negative. The only thing that maybe you could say is negative is somebody drove past 2 times and telling people to put masks on. But that's not the way it works. When you're outside and you're social distancing, you don't have to have a mask on. And masks are provided if people need one, but I'm not making people put masks on. So here's where employees go in. So, and this prison was built in 1852. Oh my gosh, am I sweaty. So, yeah, I think people, because of how hot it is, are now driving around, because from the time that I left to walk around here, there's less people here now. So it is just too hot. Walking back around here. I've got sweat pouring down my face. We took a little field trip around the prison because I'm like, well, I can show everybody what his prison looks like, kind of. Hello, hello. So we're back around. People are sitting in the shade. And there you go, my traveling around, and people in their cars and people out front. So I will take you on a field trip later on tonight when not tonight, this afternoon, when we head out to Oshkosh and go to Brendan's prison. So let me see if I put this in the shade. Can I kind of see your comments? Can I see if I take my sunglasses off? Does Stephen know we're here? I'm sure people have told him that a rally was going to happen, but I don't think he's able to see or hear that we are here. So, yeah, and somebody had asked an officer when he was going into work if Stephen could hear us or see us, and he said he wouldn't be able to see you, but if you yell loud enough, maybe he'll be able to hear you. It's windier for, you would think I wouldn't be as sweaty with how bad this wind is. Scrolling. So, Kimberly, the family doesn't support this rally. The family only supports a rally that they organize. So the only family that's here is Kim Ducat, Stephen's cousin, who is in Making a Murderer. The other family, they only support rallies if they make money off of it. Scrolling. Pay off a guard, somebody worked on a guard. I didn't get any luck there. Because, and it was Kim that was saying, can you get him to come to a window? Sonia. Another car honking behind me. Oh, happy birthday to Kim. So, all right, so I'm gonna end this one because it's hot and sweaty out here, and now I'm gonna get into the shade. So I know this is cutting this, like I said, way short, but you'll have to pick it up when we get to Oshkosh, and I will show you Brendan's prison. So make sure, if you made a sign or you haven't made a sign yet, there's still time. Make a sign, take a picture of your sign, and get it posted here in Stephen Avery Project and in MAM Gossip. So, all right, we'll see you in a couple hours in Oshkosh.